Okay. We got our credit monitoring. We updated our personal information. Man, some things probably about to fall off just because, your credit profile about to start looking real good. Okay. So now we just wait and let that do what it do. That may take up to 30 days to update, but we don't just sit around and just wait and just twiddle our thumbs and look at the sky. No, we're going to be proactive, because one thing about credit, it's about two different things. One of my mentors taught me this a long time ago. Credit is so simple. We make it so hard, right? But it's really simple. It's two things. Get rid of the negatives and add the positives. Repeat that after me. Get rid of the negatives and add the positives, So we're already working on getting rid of the negatives, because if they can't verify our name, our date of birth, our social security number, and our address, they got to take it off. It's like if the glove don't fit, the rest. So they're going to have to take this thing off. So it's one thing about taking some negative items off, but if there's nothing positive there, then we still don't have a great credit score. We still don't have a great profile, right? So what we want to do now is add some positive information to this credit report. And so that leads me kind of to my next topic of discussion, and that's going to be adding revolving credit. I know that sounds like something that's some big deal or some big issue, but really in all actuality, for the most part, revolving credit is going to be a line of credit or a credit card, right? So revolving means it comes back around. That's a term loan that you pay in installments. So like you borrow, $100 and you paid, $10 a week for this amount of weeks, that's the installments. We pay in installments, and this is our term, plus whatever finance or interest charge that they add on to it. Well, revolving is different because we can basically use that money, and then when we pay it off or pay it down, we get to use it again without applying for that money again, And so the way the credit report or the credit score is built up through the 5 FICO factors, there's almost 160 points of our total credit score that is based around revolving credit. So that means if we don't have any revolving credit, no credit cards, no lines of credit on our credit report, well, we already know we're missing up to 160 points, right? And I know you're thinking like, I don't have good credit right now. I have no credit and nobody's going to give me a credit card. And for the most part, you are pretty right. But the way around that is to go and get a secure credit card. And a secure credit card means, that credit line is basically secured by you. You're funding yourself. You basically put up your own money to use it as a credit card so that you can build your credit up and your credit worthiness with that lender or other lenders, so they'll give you money in the future. It's like buying your way into the game. You know what I'm saying? So once you buy your way into the game and then you perform, now you get invited. Now you can get a relationship, and now you're in the building, right? If you went to go get a secure credit card from Wells Fargo for $1,000 of your own money and you pay it on time every month diligently, before you know it, Wells Fargo will be offering you money. And this is kind of the same analogy that I take when I'm building up credit profiles. Now, a lot of times, a lot of you guys are new when it comes to working on your credit. You have very, very unestablished credit profiles. And so instead of going to a Wells Fargo or a major bank and asking for a secure credit card or a secure loan where you could possibly mess it up because you may not be in the habit of paying your bills on time, I'd almost rather go to kind of like a secondary source to get a secure card. Now, granted, I don't want you to mess up with the secure source either. The secondary, like a credit builder card or something like that. What I want you to do is use a credit builder card. It's kind of like a bike with training wheels, so you can learn how to pay on time and you can get used to it. And now when our credit worthiness is up and we got that great, 700 plus credit score, and we feel good about paying our bills on time, and we know we can manage our budgets on time, now we can step up to the big boys and ask for big lines of credit. We can go ask for loans. We can go ask for houses and cars. So, what I like to start my clients and students off with is a credit builder card. And what I love about the credit builder card, you can put up to $2,000 of your own money on the credit builder card. So now you got a $2,000 credit limit that pops up on your credit report. Now, you know, like I know, or you may not know, but some of you do, you could go apply for a Capital One card or the high interest ones. I'm not gonna say all the names, but they may only give you like $200 or $500. Which one do you think looks the best? A $500 Capital One card or a $2,000 card from Credit Builder that's actually connected to a real bank? And another thing I love about the Credit Builder card, you can get two of them. So if you have $4,000 and you want to invest that into your credit, which you're not giving it to me, you're giving it to yourself because you're going to use this money over and over. This is your money. This is your credit card. You're building this thing for you. It's going to be on your credit profile forever unless you decide to dispute it off or, challenge it for some odd reason. So, the link will be in the description, but I strongly suggest adding the Credit Builder card to your credit profile. If you only have $2,000, I suggest getting two $1,000 Credit Builder cards. If you only have $1,000, I suggest getting two $500. Whatever you have over 200, I suggest you getting two cards because as your credit matures and let's just say next year, you are really going to rather have two Credit Builder cards than one because now you got two cards with a nice limit on there and a year age or 2 years or 3 years of age. Because even though we're going to go get bigger credit cards, we're going to go get Amex, we're going to go get, Chase and Wells Fargo, we still started with this foundation of the Credit Builder cards and it's always there. And so we keep the utilization down low as possible. We just use it just enough to keep it open. Now you got two strong lines of credit on your profile instead of one. So I strongly suggest getting two. If you can only afford one at the $200, trust me, I'm not knocking it. Just do the one and maybe you can come back and get another later. But just to go in there and get as many accounts positive reporting on your credit report, I strongly suggest getting two Credit Builder cards up to $2,000. So if you're a big baller and you got $4,000, I want to see two $2,000 Credit Builder cards on your credit report now.